Anxious attachment. Coping strategies to deal with anxiety, insecurity, fear of abandonment, and reconnect with your partner. Written by Janis Bryans. Narrated by Andrea Webster. Introduction. Do you feel like you live in fear of losing your partner? Do you find yourself obsessively worrying about what they're doing when they aren't by your side? Does it feel like the only time anyone really listens to you is when they're looking for advice on how to make their own life better? If this is familiar, then there's a good chance that one or both partners have an anxious attachment style. You may have an insecure attachment style and not even be aware of it. Lots of people do. In fact, it's not entirely uncommon for a secure person to marry an anxious one, and then, 15 years into marriage, start having panic attacks. Or maybe you were anxious when you started dating your partner, but thought that things would change once you had children, or were living together for a while. It's only now that you're beginning to wonder if this may be an ongoing issue. But maybe your history reads something more like this. You were the anxious one in the relationship. You didn't trust other people enough to let them get close to you. You dated anxious people because it seemed inevitable that they would reject you. But they didn't, and you figured that they might be able to teach you how to stop being so clingy. But now, 10 or 15 years later, they're still doing the same things that they were doing at the beginning. And so are you. And now, maybe your partner is starting to say things like, "You're too sensitive," or "You're making me feel guilty," or "Just calm down. It's not that bad." Or maybe he or she thinks that you're in denial about how bad things are. Or maybe he or she doesn't understand why they just can't get more of what they want. If this sounds familiar, you may be an anxious attachment partner. You may not be enjoying the quality of your relationship because your partner is always so anxious, and you aren't feeling secure enough to share what's on your mind, let alone give them your full attention. And if things aren't going particularly well in your romantic relationship, you may find yourself in similar situations in your other relationships too. Just like any other type of relationship, relationships with an anxious attachment style include the good and the bad. There may be many wonderful things about how your partner acts when he or
Sample complete. Ready to continue?